Welcome. Good morning, everyone, to another edition of your morning workout talk. Brought to you by Literary Pharaoh. Good morning, everybody. 4:31 a.m. Cloudy today, no sun. High of 83, low of 74. I think so. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Headed to the gym as always. Life is moving so fast. I think I've talked about this before. Like it's Friday already. I feel like it was just Monday the other day. Hey, but I'm not complaining. It's Friday. The day that we all get fried. Right? Fried on Friday. Yeah, today Friday, so I'm going to be doing back and biceps. I'm going to do a little bit of HIIT workout stuff with burpees, and I mix in burpees and some workout in between for my HIIT. So I'll do like 30 seconds of burpees, and then I'll do like I'm not good with naming workouts. I mean, I know what burpees are, but it's just, put it like this. I'll do burpees for 30 seconds, and then right after 30 seconds, it's like a 5-second rest period before I do something else again. Then I rest for like 20 seconds, and I go back to doing burpees for 30 seconds and doing the other. So it's like I do 4 rounds of that. And by that time, I'm exhausted, and I'm not done. I'm just getting warmed up, and I go on to something else. And I incorporate another HIIT type of workout. So it's constant movement. And then I don't do that all, like my whole workout isn't that. That's just what I warm up with to get my blood flowing. And then I start, working on biceps and back. Because biceps and back, when people like sit down and just work out, to me, I'm not saying it's boring, but I can't just sit there, lift, wait, lift, sit and wait a little bit, lift. Like I can do that if I incorporate HIIT before I do that, meaning that I have to get my blood flowing. I can't just come to the gym and just start doing the basic like workouts that everyone does, like sit on the bench, do bench press, and then rack the weight, and wait a little bit, and bench press again. That's and there's nothing wrong with that. It's effective. Personally, for me, I like the constant movement and the constant challenge of breathing heavy, and trust me, it's a weird dynamic, right? Like it doesn't feel good at the time, but what feels good is when I'm done. And I think I've shared this with you guys before, and which actually allows me to segue into a topic that I think is significant for us to indulge, is when life, like what you're going through, whatever you're going through in life, no matter how bad it may feel, no matter what kind of emotions that are emitted from our being, we have to understand that most of the times, more often than not, when you're going through something that doesn't feel good at the time, it'll feel good when you go through it after you're done. You said, what do you mean by that? That's exactly what I mean. Anything. I'm not just applying the dynamic of working out in the gym. It's not just restricted or limited to just that environment, the gym environment. It applies to all facets of life. I mean, what happens when you guys go to work, right? Most people, when they go to work, they're happy when they get off. Why are you happy when you get off? Because the experience you just went through. You went through something that you do not like. I find it very hard to believe that people who get off of work are angry and sad because they had to leave work. No. Because like I told you guys, the natural disposition of the human experience was created not to work. We have been brainwashed and manipulated into thinking that life is about work. We even have pastors who tout the corrupt message to people, telling people that God likes it when you work. that working to eat is what he wants by the sweat of your brow. No, that's an extraterrestrial being using its intelligence to put its creation in a slave-like mindset. But we were created to be much more than wage slaves. We were created with a divine component in us that we can't tap into because we've been all brainwashed. You know? No other creature on the planet works. But the creatures who are at the top of the food chain, which is the human being. You say that's not true. Well, animals do work. Yeah, they work for sustenance. They may work to hunt. They may work to build a home, whether it's a bee's nest, like even insects, bugs. Just look at all other walks of life. All other organisms. No one goes to work. They build to build a better experience for themselves. And that's what we're supposed to be doing as a human race. We're not supposed to be working. But we've created money seems to be what we're working for. That's why money is in the realm of this reality, money really doesn't exist. It only exists to us because we've put that much emphasis and we've put that much importance on it. That's why. You know? So, just in life, whatever you're going through, just embrace it. Just look forward to the day that you're done with it. If it's something that you don't like. And not to say that I don't like working out, but I'm be honest with you, like when I'm in the middle of it, I don't have these little like tickly feelings of, oh, I'm so happy. No. I'm breathing hard. Sometimes my thighs are burning, my arms hurt. Not hurting in a bad way, but hurting soreness because I'm breaking down the muscle. That's how you grow muscle. You break it down and it grows. Yeah. There's nothing like life is not the experiences that we experience in life, like especially the good ones. They're not worth embracing if you didn't go do something to get there. That's the point that I'm making. A woman carries a child in her belly for 9 months, and she pushes that thing out. She's so happy that thing is pushed out, but she embraces that child because for 9 months, she and that child have had a connection. There's been a connection with her and that child, and she's gone through many pains, many nights of discomfort, the vomiting, the cramps, the soreness, the fatigue. That's why there's a strong connection between a mother and her child, connected by the umbilical cord. They are one, but separate. Both are true. And that's why that connection is so strong, stronger than the connection that a father can have with a child. Which is why when people in the past would talk about the idea of a God, of a nurturer, they always attributed the essence of a nurturer to a feminine essence, the feminine energy, the feminine principle. You know, Mother Nature. You never hear Father Nature. Not that fathers don't have passion. Not that fathers can't nurture. We can. There are good fathers out there. But from a genetic perspective, from a scientific perspective, everything emanates from the feminine aspect. So if God was to be given a gender, it wouldn't be male like the European has taught you. It would be female. Because everything that our ancestors did, they predicated everything off of science, not off of male dominance or the patriarchy. You know, this idea that men are more superior than women is nonsense. No one is more superior. Together we are superior when we learn to put ourselves together and work harmoniously. Because each energy source, feminine energy and masculine energy, they both serve their own significant and individual purpose. Okay? So, and that's what the controllers are good at. They're good at dividing things that are made to be unified, and they put the things that are divided against one another. and therefore you have chaos and turmoil, and they thrive off of that shit. Excuse my language. They thrive off of that stuff. They do. And they just watch the destruction. They just watch it. They watch it unfold, and they love to see things like that. It's not supposed to be a matriarchal society or a patriarchal society. It's supposed to be a society where feminine and masculine energy thrive together in that same reverend, in that same paradigm. Why are we always divided? Democrat, Republican? No, it's just a bunch of white guys in suits talking crap about what they're going to offer. They can't offer anything because the banks own them. The bank owners own them. America is owned by banks. Central banks, private banks. We're still governed and ruled by England, by the old British rule. There's nothing united about United States of America. How are we united when we have lines that divide states? We're divided. I don't think people think about what they hear. They hear things so much. There comes a time when you have to turn on a damn light and wake the hell up. United States of America is a divided States of America. We're not the land of the free and home of the brave. We're the land of the captive and home of the cowards. We're cowards because nobody stands up to anything. We go along with anything that's told to us. We submit to lies. We can't put one and one together to make two. We can't connect dots. We're led emotionally. We eat horribly. And that part, the eating part, is part of the brain function. And I talk about that a lot. When I talk about eating right, I'm not so much, eat right so you can lose weight. That's what the surface media wants you to think. Change your diet so you can slim up. Slimming up is an ancillary result. Like, it's tertiary. Like no one cares about that. That's gonna come naturally. When you do the right things, your body will respond. It's not about losing the weight. It's about the mind. The mind is much more important. And I think you would agree that the function of the brain is much more important than the aesthetic of the human body. I don't care how flat your stomach looks as a woman, or how big your ass is as a woman, or how big your arms are as a man, what kind of muscles you're building. You're building your chest muscles. What does it matter if your brain's not functioning properly? If you lack the capacity to think on a higher plane, what does it matter that your physique looks nice? You're just a good-looking idiot, a good-looking dummy. Get out of here, man. You're just, eye candy with no substance. Informationally deficient, just like you have nutritional people who are nutritionally deficient, eating empty caloric foods that have no kind of nutrients in them, salivating over taste and chemicals and being addicted to those things and doing away with the vital minerals that are needed in your body. So to me, it's not about, it's not about what's on the outside. It's about what's on the inside. And we have to wake up. United States of America. We have a two-party system. We have middle class, upper class, lower class. No, it's just one class. It's one class. It's supposed to be one class, but they've divided the classes because the rulers want that. The rulers love classism. They love to put people in categories. When a child is born, they don't elect what classes they want to be in. When a child is born, when my son was born or my daughter was born, they didn't say, hey, I want to be middle class. I want to be upper class. They don't have a say-so in the matter. So neither should there be classification in the world that we live in. It should be one class and everybody doing the best that they can to make sure that the one class thrives. That's a utopic society. And I know some of you guys are so pessimistic. You'll say, well, in a perfect world. Yeah, if you strive for perfection, you can have a world that's deemed to be perfect. Perfection is all based upon perspective. It's a perfect world for the rulers. They love this kind of world because they love the chaos. They love the war. They love the bloodshed. They love the proxy wars. All right. They love crippling societies and crippling governments. They love infiltrating societies that are growing. Do you think that the stuff that happened in Dubai is by, if you don't know, is the storms that happened there? Do you think that's by coincidence? They use direct energy weapons. They use their technology, radio wave technology, and the solar radiation management crap. The stuff that they've been doing for years, controlling weather and pinpointing and target certain regions to destroy. Dubai was elevating itself and coming up. So it's just a matter of time till America got jealous and say, hey, let's go over there and destroy them. Because they are afraid of any other country or any other continent growing and getting more powerful than them. They don't mind China and Japan, and they don't mind China being powerful because China and America, they're both in bed with one another. They have a weird relationship. Like they tend to be like we hate each other, but they work hand in hand. Most of the products we have are made from China. China and America are like sex partners. They have sex together. They're together. They lay in bed together. The next country that they're really trying to target is Russia. Russia is the true enemy of America, but a good enemy because they don't stand for the crap that we stand for. Because America has made you guys believe that they're the good guys. They are the number one ruling empire of the world. They go into other countries and infiltrate. They have thousands of military bases all around the world. All right. They control populations. They control the euro. They control money. All right. But they're the good guys, though. You've been brainwashed because you think that the country you live in has your best interest at heart. So therefore, they have the best interest at heart of other people. No, they don't. The only thing that they care about is profit and war. And America is the tool to wage that endeavor. They're so ambitious for destruction. And the country you sit in right now, as I currently speak, and as you currently watch this video, is the enemy. It's your enemy, as a matter of fact. You are living in a country where your government is your enemy. When the medical industry, where the governmental agencies are put there to purposely put forth lies to destroy the people that adhere to the lies, that's your enemy. For you guys who have children, why would you give advice to your child that's dangerous? It's because if you did that, it means you don't love your child. If you tell your child, hey, when a car's coming across the street, you'll be okay, and your child does it because they're little, they don't know any better, and they get hit by the car and die, that means that you knew better, or you told them the opposite. The American government and those other governmental agencies like the FDA, I talked about this yesterday, Food and Drug Administration, the pharmaceutical industry, all that stuff. They're put up and they're prompted up to be institutions that care about people, that they want you to be healed and they want you to be healthy. That's the message that they send. And many of our melanated brothers and sisters, they go out there like, I gotta take my medicine. No, what you should be saying that I have to take my poison. Wording is very important. With your mouth, you're saying medicine, but what you're taking is poison. We live in a delusional world, folks. We say one thing, but we're doing the other because we believe what we say. So it compels us to take things that are gonna harm us and kill us. We're backwards, man. Until we start to actually see the truth, then we're gonna start to think about the truth. When we start to think about the truth, we start to speak the truth. And when we start to speak the truth, our actions will align with what we speak. You won't say, I'm going to the doctor. There's no doctor out there because what they study isn't true medicine. What you're saying is that I'm going to the death creator. Doctors are death creators. Not all of them. Most of them are. Even the ones that have good intentions is what they practice, is what they learn. They're only doing what they've learned. They are in a field, they've been taught medicine by the controllers who wanted to take over medicine and create and put medicine underneath the military industrial complex, industrialize the concept of medicine to turn it into an industry. So if you turn medicine into an industry, we are the consumers. So if medicine is an industry, you need your consumers to be sick in order to make the industry thrive and strive. Industries are for business. Medicine, pharmaceuticals are for business. The only way they can thrive is for you to be sick. When you industrialize everything, then everything's for profit. And we're nothing but fodder to feed their pockets. We're disposable. So yeah. So be careful, guys. Be careful what you speak. Be circumspect. Don't take anything that's. This is one thing I'll give you guys, and I'm going to end with this. You know something is most likely not true when the masses believe it. When the majority of people are doing something, run the opposite way. That's how brainwashing works. Okay? When a group is psychotic and they're delusional, they all move in one direction. And even if you may believe it, turn around, go against what you believe, and you'll start to believe what they don't believe. You have to go against the grain to see truth. You go with the grain, you're just flooded with an avalanche of nonsense. And it's hard to pull yourself out of that. All right? Thank you guys for listening to another morning workout talk. And I'll see you guys on Monday. All right. Take care, guys.